she's never been respectful of that. But that's cool. It is what it is.
Yes.
So,
what? Shout out to her on an international wave. That's kind of what we're going to be talking about today. Sex set up internationally versus
sex set up internationally. That sounds different.
International
wait.
sex.
But before we begin, though, we have a guest here.
We do.
We always go into tangents and we forget we have people.
Please introduce yourself.
And look at this late ass nigga
Break
coming
yourself,
in the room.
fool.
How y'all doing? Definitely you talking to Murad. That's my name.
All
So
right.
definitely.
You said armor roll, like the armor roll in the car?
Nah.
Where can the
Murad.
people find you at?
You can find me on RMURAD _ I am hip hop.
Okay.
Murad.
He got all this
Alright,
bass in his
alright.
voice, like
Yeah.
Say it with your chest.
too much chest.
Say it with
Just
your chest.
Too much chest.
We got another guest in the building.
It's your boy Third Lane Prez.
All right.
I'm just here for today's topic.
All right.
You always somehow, some way end up
And
being
shout out
here
to y'all for
today's
being on our
topic.
show early on. Y'all showed support to Smiles69Network show.
When nobody fucked with us, y'all
Word.
really showed us love.
Y'all
We
came
appreciate
through. Y'all
y'all.
believed in
Give
us.
us a
Always
chance.
love.
Give
Yes,
us a chance.
yes it did, yes it did. Y'all came through. Y'all came through with it. But yes, we are talking about some crazy shit today. This is actually really inspired by
Talking about sex.
yes, Childish Gambino. Shout out to him.
I guess that's
His
crazy.
video. This is America. I was like, what the fuck should I talk about today? And I went on IG and I just see this.
I
is
like
America.
it.
I do like it too.
just the chicken chest thing he got going on was throwing me off. Like
A lot of
Leave-
shit
I was like, yo,
he's
you
off.
got no muscles.
He's
like,
a little off,
just-
but he has like a little awkward white privileged kid black thing going on. So,
Yeah, pretty
so it's kind of
much.
like, all right.
But shout out to him for Atlanta. I love that show, Atlanta. That's my
Me
shit.
too. Yeah, shout out to Cat Williams for making a comeback on that show, though. I actually liked seeing Cat Williams
Yeah.
on it, and that was kind of cool. That was kind of fun. But
Wait, sidebar
yes.
though. I gotta give a shout out to somebody who just came into my live. Shout out to Robbie Rose, the sneaker bully. This nigga here. I'll give y'all the background history. So I'm on IG. I know this is a sidebar off the show, but I have.
I
to
like
about this,
sidebars.
'cause
We
this
need
shit was
sidebars.
hilarious to me.
Our show is all over the place.
So for everybody that doesn't know Robbie, he is the sneaker plug. Like he is the connect for the kicks. He makes bands off this shit, which makes me feel like
shout
people
out
be
to
just
Robbie.
crazy because they always want to buy
Alright,
sneakers and
alright,
want to
alright.
pay arm and
Okay.
leg and they rent. But you know, it's not my business, whatever. This nigga went to Chicago. I don't know what took place during this meeting in Chicago, but apparently the hood straight New York came out. He washed niggas in Chicago and had the whole Chicago in an uproar. Like
Oh,
I've
he was
never
fighting
seen
in Chicago.
Yeah, because somebody tried to tell him he wasn't gonna do something, like he wasn't gonna get a
Good
like,
thing
some
that
kick or
he
something
had
like
a
that.
chance to fight in Chicago and not be shot.
I just want to say shout outs to Rob because
Good
I don't
thing.
promote the fuckery. I don't promote the violence. But in this case, he held it down. He repped New York hard. Had like that whole day it happened. He had the whole Chicago on his page just writing all kind of disrespectful shit. I was like, you gonna be banned from Chicago in a second? Like
Yeah, he should not go back to Chicago. Them niggas out there
you
is,
could tell him that, but he
niggas.
blatantly
They don't
would
play
not
no
give a
games
fuck.
Yeah,
out there.
them niggas out there is niggas.
And he put his hands up. So see, I gave you a shout out. I had to tell him, I was like, yo, listen, stop talking about it. Like you dragging it. You really dragging it like for like 3 days. And if any nigga got a problem, I come back there again. I'm still in the towns. I drove here for hours. I didn't leave. I was like, oh, okay.
We not recommending
York
that.
for you.
Yeah. You know, and that's another thing. They always say New Yorkers can be spotted from a mile away no matter where they go.
'Cause
And that's
we just
absolutely
different.
true.
Oh yeah.
Any
that's a
place
fact.
I've always been, somebody always come. You from New York? I always, anytime I go
Yeah.
somewhere, I always try to blend in. That's my thing. I always try to walk around, act like I'm from the city. I try to go out by myself, which is not good, but I like to see the city.
You a lifetime movie
as
waiting to
a-
happen. You know that, right?
No, I'm not.
Lifetime special waiting
No,
to
I'm
happen.
not. You guys will not know, but I'm just kidding. But no, I feel like that's the best way you guys can get a chance to experience the city. For me, I haven't been to many countries, but the few places that I've been to, even in Cape Town, even in Italy, I didn't even know any English. I mean, any Italian. But, you know, I was on the train. I, you know, went to, you know, the Fontana.
They had trains?
Detroit. Yes, they did. And the train was on until like 3 o'clock in the morning. We left the little club thing, and it was nice.
Is
was
the train
nice.
like above ground or like underground?
Underground. It was an underground train. Underground train.
When I
in
think
Rome.
about that, all I think of like is caves with cheese in it and a train going by.
It was like a cave, though. It definitely did look like a cave. But I was surprised that it was still running at 3 a.m. I thought that was great. But I feel like sometimes you get a chance to, I guess, really see the city when you're not, you know, on a bus with a bunch of tourists, or you're not, you know, I guess, on a tour.
Well,
I
let
just
me
feel
ask
like
you a
you
question.
become one of the locals.
So we get right into the mix of this.
and you don't look like a mark.
Have you ever had any out of the country
international
sex?
No, that's always been my no thing. I've never had sex outside of the United States.
Wait, you go walk around like you know where the hell you at.
Ever.
But you
he said that's a must try. I don't know. I'm actually scared of international dick. Unfortunately, I always think that internationally people always got something. That was my mindset. I don't know.
Internationally, niggas is burning.
I just start looking at the water. I start looking at the living conditions. I'm just like, niggas don't got doctors over here. This ain't right.
You from this?
The closest I got to it though, when I was in Cape Town, the bartender, he did give me a hug and he grabbed my ass. That was like.
Wait, no, that's really the closest
That's
that
the
you got.
closest you got.
That is the closest. And everybody in my class, they was like, "Oh my God, don't you have a boyfriend?" And I was just like, "Yes, but it's okay. He gave me drinks." But no, it was fun. It was definitely fun in Cape Town, and it was also fun in Italy where I went. But that was the closest that I've ever gotten to, I guess, being close to somebody. Because when I'm traveling, I never think about like sex on my mind. Sometimes experiencing a new city, you get a chance to see so many things. Sometimes sex is the furthest thing from your mind. So, and I always thought that people had something.
Really, the furthest thing from your mind is sex in another country?
Mm-hmm.
I would think if I
like going seeing shit. See,
that's
niggas is different. Niggas travel differently.
I ain't even gonna get myself in trouble.
Niggas travel differently. Yeah, let's get you in trouble.
Women go to. I hear a lot of
wait,
women
time
like
out. Do y'all got bitches? That's what I need to know. If y'all got girlfriends,
I think that might be older women.
Tell them tune
You
out.
know they do the Stella get your groove back type shit. Yeah, I've heard it. And shout out to Peaches. She's out here in Jamaica right now.
Yes, my baby Peachy
getting her life. Okay.
Shout out to Peachy Sue and my boy Fresher. They at the wedding turning up.
Getting her life together.
I looked at Fresher's page and I seen the hotel location. I said, hold the fuck up. Y'all at the same wedding? She's like, yep, Mr. Wine It Up. So shout out to the bro Fresher winding up on all the bitches in Jamaica. Bringing Bammers to
out
Jamaica.
here.
Oh, God.
Yeah, shout out to Fresher. Good dude, man. He's a good dude.
Yes, indeed. They out here living their best life.
Live your life, man.
I'm trying to live that life.
Keyword safely. Live your life safely.
Live your life safely. This is why overseas I've never, gotten no dick because I was always scared. But no, I feel like sometimes it may be the frame of mind that people are in. Because I feel like when it comes to guys, that's like the first thing on the list. Dudes are just like, I'm going to get some pussy. Like, even I was on a college trip and niggas was just like,
where's the pussy at?
Yeah. Like, we were in a hostel and niggas was fucking bitches in the hostel. I'm just like, y'all.
See, that's what I'm not going to do. Because I watched the movie Hostel.
Yeah. Don't take a Brooklyn kid out of East New York to Amsterdam.
Once
do not.
Once I saw the movie Hostel, I was terrified of them shits. I don't
to
want
go
to go
wasn't that bad, actually.
Explain to me an actual hostel. What?
Well, I stayed the first time I left the country. I went to Amsterdam when I was 16 years old, and they took a bunch of black kids from East New York, teenagers, by the way, to Amsterdam.
So y'all was high as shit.
Yes, we were
the whole time. Okay,
yes, we were. But they basically were saying like, don't drink, don't smoke, but we did everything. But the guys who was on the trip, they were just like, oh, where the pussy at? So when we started walking down, we found where the red light district was, and niggas was really trying to buy pussy, but they ended up not buying pussy. They found these girls at the bar, and they ended up drinking and fucking for free. And, well, for weed.
It wasn't free.
They bought weed, so that made them have fun. But the guys were so interested in getting pussy, and we were just like, we just want to hang out, So I feel like you guys are right. Sometimes when it comes to guys versus girls, the motives are slightly different.
Guys are always looking for ways to get pussy.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. Your nigga died. I'm so sorry, Mom. My condolences. If you ever need anything. Nigga, I ain't even buried this nigga yet.
Niggas
like,
be
the
at
fuck?
the funeral, like, yeah.
I didn't get the life insurance yet. Like,
time waits for no
man.
man.
Be sliding in the widow's DM.
Like, you could pay for that. You could pay for them obituaries. I got you for the obituary money.
That's true.
Nigga, what?
If you need any consoling.
Looking like the nigga in
Niggas do turn to
Chris Rock's show. The dude upstairs, Mr. Julius.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Julius had a bitch every day of the week.
Can I use your phone?
Wait, was it Julius? I can't remember his name.
No, his name was not Julius. I can't remember his name. Julius was the husband.
Okay.
Shit. What was his name?
I don't know, but anyway, he was upstairs killing bitches' husbands. I swear to God, he was.
And using the fucking phone downstairs. Can I use y'all phone really quickly?
Damn.
Shout out to him.
But shout out to the niggas that don't waste no time.
Yeah, yes indeed. But that's okay because a woman might
especially
need
when it's your
man's.
Because a lot of y'all niggas is grimy like that. Your man's would have just passed away. And you
I know niggas who will say he ain't coming back anyway.
Yeah, there's a lot of creeps like that.
I know niggas
Shout out
who
to
have
the
said
real
that.
chicks that show us the DM. That show real niggas the DM on who's DMing them.
Word.
Listen, no. See, I'll show my
niggas. There's honest niggas.
I'll show my nigga.
Yeah.
I may not show that nigga's bitch though, unless that bitch act up. And I'd be like, sweetie, this is my Kendall Carter voice. Shouts to him.
Then you just pull a trump card.
Why are you acting like I'm on your nigga? Sweetie, do you want these DMs? Sweetie, I'm not gonna put my hands on you. I'm gonna just tell you the truth. Shouts to my ex, actually. That's how I used to get him all the time, because his BM don't like me, right? Because I guess his BM feel like I'm on his body, when Lord knows it's the total other way around.
Of course it is.
So,
Usually it is that
you know
way.
what I'm talking about too, because this is the one that this one's always
Show it
talking
up
about
and
every
show it
time we
out.
come to the
Do
studio.
you find him cute,
Always
though?
talking about.
Okay.
The head was A1. Don't get me wrong.
Oh,
Showed up and showed out.
The head was A1. But you know how you know how certain niggas you could deal with, and bitches you could deal with, but you can't see yourself being with.
Yeah, okay, I see.
It's that kind of thing. Like I can't see us going no further than this because I'm gonna hurt you.
Everybody has
So he's a
their
nice guy.
He's a nice guy. He just do too damn much, and that's why that's never gonna work. But anyway,
Shout
so
out to
long
most
story
niggas
short,
out there.
I was in a spot with Mama
Shout out to the
Kim.
good niggas.
This was like years ago. You already know that. So I was in a spot with Mama Kim, and the lights came on, and I guess the chick saw me, so she tried to do a run up move. So I was like, wait,
Oh, really?
no, let her go, because I'm not going to fight her. I'm going to tell her the truth. So I'm going to tell you one time, get your bitch, or I'm going to tell her the truth. When I tell you this nigga was like, it's not even worth it. Why you doing all this in the club
Yep.
for? Calm down. You
Niggas do
embarrassing me.
anything to
Oh,
not
yeah.
let the truth come
Oh,
out.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Calm down.
You need to calm the situation down ASAP.
Like, babe, if you want,
Anything to not
like,
let
babe,
the
if you
truth
want
come
our
out.
relationship to
Got
work, calm down. Because to this day, I still got, like, I'm the screenshot blackmail queen. I hate to say it that way, but that's what it is. Because I've had so many people in the past be like, oh, Charm, fuck out of here. Nobody try to talk to her. Da, da. That's
lot
not
of
what this
reneging.
MySpace message said. That's not what this AIM message said. Shout out to the alt control buttons. I used to screenshot my AIM messages too. Yes.
Shout out to
I'm
AIM.
dead ass. Like,
shout out
I'm
to
going to tell
AIM.
the truth. And that would be the number one way to hurt somebody.
I just
And
actually
I learned that.
I mentioned this downstairs
for
to
telling
Gallo
me.
and C Black recently. I said,
Yes, say about my DMs.
Word. Sign this waiver.
I just mentioned this to Gallo and C
your
Black
phone in his
downstairs. They
bag.
were, they were talking about males and females getting out of order when it came to relationships, and I kind of had the same situation. Sometimes females don't know that their dude is, ain't shit and dealing
Or
with
community
bitches,
dick.
and they just happen to come home when someone else is in their bed. It's nothing else that you can do,
But it's signs.
And honestly,
crime,
I'm the bitch who's willing to fight
Yeah.
with her titties out, but I've never had to.
Yeah.
I'm not fighting over shit. And I'm explaining to you
I'm
why.
just saying, but don't run up on me when I'm naked, because
Let
I'm gonna really fuck you
me
up
know
that
when
you
that
ran up on me
YouTube
while I'm
video
All
naked.
this
comes
bitch
out.
gonna say is,
It's never happened, but I've always thought about that. I don't know if niggas think about that, but I've always thought
they
about
do.
that.
That's
Thought
why they
about
got
what?
hotels. That's
Think
why they be
about
fucking in cars. That's why they be fucking at their man's
Oh, that's
crib.
why they fuck with their shirts on, right?
And their
Shirts
boots. They don't take their
Wife
boots.
beater.
Shout out to New York niggas. New York
The
niggas.
construction
Socks.
Tims.
New York
Socks.
niggas never take
They
off
will
their
crease up
sneakers.
them J's for some pussy. That's
I ain't
one thing a
gonna lie,
nigga
I
will
fuck
do.
with
It will
All
crease
the
them
time.
J's for some pussy.
All the fucking time, yo. But that kind of goes to our topic. We wanted to talk about This Is America.
Facts.
Shout out to Childish Gambino.
That's
for
how we do
inspiring
in
us.
America.
Yes.
boots
We
on.
Make
gotta get
America
it on.
great again.
Right.
Make America great again.
Word. So we got the constructs. That's one way. How else do niggas get it down?
Socks.
Okay, socks
yeah,
is a
yeah,
must.
yeah.
Even though it's no grip.
But y'all be, I'm gonna say, because y'all
We
be
be
like,
sliding
There's
back.
no grip.
Y'all be
can't-
milli
So
rocking
this is why
and
y'all
shit.
fucking
Yeah.
holding on to bitches and shit like
They-
that to dear life. Because
I'm
y'all
ti-
losing
wait,
y'all
time out.
stamina.
No.
like-
I'm tired of y'all niggas seeing porn niggas do shit and thinking y'all could do that shit too.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
not,
yeah, I try to
sometimes
be-
it's
Fuck
not
it,
for
we
y'all.
try.
There's breaks in porn. Just want to let y'all know that. Shout out to Jay. Jason Law. Wayne Corey in the building. Wayne Corey in the building.
Wayne Corey in the
Yes, indeed.
building.
Yes,
And what are we
indeed.
talking about here?
Yo.
We talking about fucking with socks on.
Wait, what? That was
American sex. This is America.
so American sex is fucking with
What do
socks on.
America
No,
do?
no, no. Hold on. I'm gonna take it one step further. Always keep my uptowns and my Tims on. Why? Because of traction.
Construction Tims.
I don't know how it would feel.
Now, if I'm making love to you, then that's just straight bed. I'm working with my knees. You know what I'm saying? Everything.
So everything comes off.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Butt
picture this, just so that y'all know.
No need to picture it. It's a
Cause Jay and Tony like the uncles that I've never had.
Hey,
And you know how
hey,
you don't
hey,
want to hear them stories
hey,
about your
listen,
uncle? It's
listen,
one of
I'm
those
not
things.
picturing
I don't wanna
anything.
hear
It's
the
reality.
Gonna
It's
hear it
conversation.
today.
It's
Y'all
conversation.
women-
It's reality. We
Y'all-
need the real. We need the real. Do not hold back.
Y'all women, doggy style on the bed, like y'all got your knees up on the bed, ass bent over, face down, all that good shit. And a nigga with socks on hardwood cherry floors. It's not gonna work.
Nah.
Oh, unless he mastered that. Nah.
No,
Unless he got hospital
If he
socks.
mastered
Because the
that,
hospital socks has a
That's
cushion
over.
under them.
And I've done that.
I'm the person that'll go to the hospital and I'll take mad socks. I am that person. I'll take
Yes.
hospital socks.
But-
I love that.
But let me
socks
tell you
are
something. I have fucked up a kneecap. You know what I'm saying? A leg, a thigh, and all of that.
Nigga, you fucked up a chicken.
Trying with socks on, trying to get that traction. Yeah. So I can be butt ass naked, but I'm gonna have a
leg,
pair
a
of fucking
thigh,
socks
a
on,
center
uptowns, or
All right,
Timberlands.
what does it take to get an American nigga completely naked? Because it seems like niggas
A
internationally.
shower.
I don't know what kind of niggas y'all
And
be,
I'm
but
6'2".
Oh my
my
God.
niggas getting completely naked.
Because they listen.
I'm okay with fucking with a nigga who
I'm
don't
not-
get completely
yo,
naked.
hold
'Cause I ain't trying to be fucking
keep
all
your
day.
feet off of me.
No,
I don't
I'm
like
biased.
feet.
I'm biased.
It depending on what we
Socks on.
doing. If it's just about to be a quick
But
in and out,
I'm
then
biased.
I don't need you to take
I'm
all your clothes
biased
off.
for the simple fact that I'm like, for the last 20 years, ain't nothing wrong with my feet, but my feet don't touch the floor. You understand what I'm saying?
You got
I
some
don't wear-
godly
and I don't
presence?
really wear slippers.
You glide everywhere,
So,
nigga?
as soon as I come out the shower, dry my feet, I put socks on. So, for me to have sex with socks on, that's just like
That's
bare
like you.
feet. Yeah, that's just me. But
I kinda get
now,
that.
sex with socks, without just like your toe prints on the floor and all that, you losing traction.
Shit.
So now that's the choice between me getting totally butt ass naked with no traction, or my uptowns or my Timbs.
See, I just keep my socks on because my
If
my
it's
feet
straight,
get cold.
if it's straight bed sex,
I always keep my socks on.
And I keep my socks on because
If
my
my
feet
feet
get
ain't
cold.
done.
Oh, so y'all know what I'm
Yo.
talking
If
about.
my
Y'all
feet
try to
not
act
done-
like I didn't know what I
y'all
was
feet
talking
don't get
about.
cold.
If my
That's
feet
not why
not
y'all
done, I
have
have
y'all
socks on.
Yo, hold
Y'all be
hold
on some Biggie Smalls.
Hold on.
Let's go out to other niggas,
Can I get
fucking
it?
bitches in other niggas' cribs,
Yo,
thinking shit sweet, that nigga run up on
On
your
that
ass.
footprints.
bullshit.
To all the listeners, can I give y'all a technique? See, I'm a handicapped person. I got one arm. I just lost my arm. You know what I'm saying? But everybody that know me, Mr. Wincroy, it don't even fucking matter. But it's a way that I have sex now that I had to figure out having one arm. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh,
when-
word. I didn't even think about
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
You know what's so
Because
crazy? I
you
be
can't-
forgetting that you.
like
See, here it
straight
goes
up-
again.
That's
Things
some
I don't
shit
want to
right
know.
Like-
Don't want to know.
Like straight up,
I be
I can't
forgetting
even
that
see
shit.
you when I'm talking to you, Solo. So you blocked by the.
Block it out. We need the real.
You're
It's not,
blocked.
it's not about who you think he
Let me
is
tell you something.
personally.
All right,
It's
so
about
now,
the, realest
The way
story.
I have sex, it's. I mean, like it's
Pulling her
good.
hair with this song.
No,
Oh,
not
okay,
even.
okay.
You better not pull her hair.
See, that's
Right.
that's being extra. It's like I'm
Well,
half.
if it's her hair, pull it. If it's not,
That's
don't.
You better
that's a
not.
henny
I
night.
mean, you gotta,
Look, and
Do
I'm
not. If it's not
Even
her.
if it is hers, you better not.
fix it
I'm
again.
I'm okay if it's mine. If it's not mine, don't pull it.
and I'm a
That's
slim
a henny
nigga,
night.
So that's what
everything turned out different for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been with my, you know what I'm saying, my significant other, my wife or whatever, for many years.
Aww,
yeah, it's like
that's the wifey.
13 years.
Yes,
So
Clap
it's
for
like,
that. Clap for that.
Yes,
Clap for
yes,
Black Love.
all right, fuck off.
Because niggas can't keep a bitch for 12 days.
You know what I'm saying?
You're
But
absolutely
we
right.
have spice in our life for the simple fact, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we do invite others to, you know what I'm saying,
That's what's
our
up.
bed and stuff like that. So
Creative.
that's how you know what I'm saying? You keep
Keep shit going.
Yeah, you keep shit going. But it's a way that I had to figure out that having sex with my, you know what I'm saying, my you know what I'm saying, my little whatever mishap I got. So, but this way that I figured out, it was like, oh my fucking God. Because now, it's like you halfway scissoring, so your thigh is laying on the clit while your penis is in the vagina doing what the penis does, but your thigh is, for every stroke, is going across the clit at the same time. So it was like, damn. How many fucking times you gonna motherfucking come? I'm feeling cheated right now. You know what I'm saying? But through my injury, I'm like, yo, motherfucker, are you serious? I'm the fucking man just because of this? And for the other women that I tried out throughout this time, you know what I'm saying? It's like, motherfucker, what the fuck? It seems like I've always been more attentive to the women, even though I'm trying to get my nut, but at the same time.
Shout out to attentive niggas.
It's just, shout
Shout
out
out
to
to
y'all.
them.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to them.
Because
But
some of
shit,
y'all
I like
niggas
to
is
take care of the
blind and
women
retarded and you
first.
can't read.
That warm thigh laying on that clit, going back and forth with every stroke that the penis takes, that's like double timing, son. I've been crowned.
She ain't going
You know
nowhere.
what I'm saying? Ain't nobody going no motherfucker way. That actually has become a problem. It's become a problem living in, what do you call that? Not monogamous with the opposite of polyamorous.
Polygamous.
Yeah, polygamous. There you
Polygamous.
go. And
I'm
that,
all for polygamous
and
relationships.
that style of
Meaning
life
that you have to
I
take care of
live-
both women. But go ahead.
Exactly. That style
Amen.
that I lived.
I'm just gonna
it's-
mind my
it-
business.
it made
I'm not
me
sharing.
Easier. It made it easier to live the
share.
life that I'm living. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, damn, nigga, half the work is done already. Then the next one come, bang, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? All within one session. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? When it's
Man, shout
I
out
have
to
to.
Viagra.
I have to tell you something.
no, shit, nigga.
I gotta.
Yes.
I gotta tell Vanessa something.
Please spill the tea.
So we were talking about this the other week. Remember I told you about there was a person that was in a wheelchair that I was like. Remember we had the conversation. I think it was like a private conversation we had.
I used to
Oh,
smoke
and
do
I said
tell.
I
I
wanted
used to smoke a
All
lot
right.
of weed, so I'm
Do
still
tell.
going back
All
to
right,
the
all
please
right,
tell.
wait. I said there was a
tell.
person that I was very attracted to that's in a wheelchair.
Sip tea.
But I was always scared to go there with that person because I didn't know how that would
Nah, you're more in control.
go.
I had a wheelchair sponsor one time. It worked out.
And
You're in control.
I'ma just say
It worked out.
Wow.
it went very well.
Yeah, because you're in control on how you want to feel.
But
It went very well.
But the thing about it is, like, I don't know if it was a thing where, like, he was prolonged more so than other niggas or whatever it
Right.
is, but I felt like this nigga would never
Sometimes.
come.
Yo,
He would make the faces, he would do everything else, but he would never come. And I'd
But
be
it was
like-
less work. Yes.
Yo, let me tell you something.
and I'd be sitting here like, nigga, you just,
Yo.
like,
Viagra changing lives out here.
Yo,
Pills
like,
matter.
I had to ask myself.
Blue pills matter. Absolutely.
yo.
T-shirts coming soon. T-shirts coming soon. Blue pills matter.
Nah, this nigga
Shout out
different.
to the-
Shout out to the
You only
Bayesians.
got
Yo,
one time to
no,
make a
no,
first
no.
impression.
Shout out to the
I ain't
Bayesians.
gonna lie.
Shout out to the 500
You never
pump
forgot
niggas.
about that.
Shout out to the
You
shout
about
out
to
to
go
the
back.
500 pump niggas, not even milligram. If you can get 500 pumps in, you good money. Trust me, you're good money.
No, but then like, because like, all right. So
serve
my
this
thing
show.
was, I was always afraid that like it wouldn't go how it's supposed to go as far as like I'm a back shots kind of person. I like getting hammered in the back.
Let me tell you
So I was
Yeah.
like, how's this gonna work?
Back shots are too.
That's the main thing. How's this gonna work?
Yo, I keep it 100.
And it worked.
I keep it 100.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was
do it.
gonna work, but nigga, it worked.
Let me tell you.
It worked all kind
That
of ways.
shows
It
that
worked.
niggas will put effort into
No.
getting pussy, no
They
matter how
will.
hard it
Look,
may be.
They will.
They will
'Cause-
put
and
effort
then this
into it.
nigga, and
Pussy's
then
like a
like he was in the
dessert,
bed.
you know what I'm saying?
Wait. So he
You
was like
gotta
in the
enjoy it.
bed,
Nobody
and
wants
then
to
this
give up
nigga really
cake.
maneuvered himself into the wheelchair. He was like,
Oh
I'm gonna
my
get
God.
this. I was like, yo, for real?
Yo.
Like I'm gonna get in a
Oh, okay,
wheelchair?
yo.
Like,
But
Listen,
back
he make it
shots.
spin?
Let me tell y'all something.
no,
about
he
back
parked.
shots.
He parked.
Let me tell y'all
the
something
brakes on
about
the
back
wheels.
shots.
Oh,
He put the
He put
brakes.
the brakes on the wheelchair though.
He put the bricks on the
Yes.
wheels.
That's a big
I see that nigga wasn't ready. Homeboy who I see had the brakes already on. See, he playing games.
Yo, hold on.
Yeah, he was like, we ain't going nowhere. We
To
get
the
into
world,
it.
to the
I'm
world.
gonna
Can
hit
I
him with this
explain
one.
something about back shots?
Talk
On
to
some
me.
real shit.
All right.
Back shots are not supposed to be taken at even status, like you're even to go right in. You want back for females. You want and for males. You want back shots for the female to be a little bit
Lower.
higher because
Really?
if it's higher, then it depends
Well,
on the
I
status.
always say for tall niggas a little
Yes,
bit
sir.
lower.
No, for the status of the size of the man's penis. If you have a person with a long penis, if you're higher than a person, that means he has to go up. That means you're rubbing the clitoris area before you go into the vagina. So
Check out Dr.
therefore-
Roof and his
Look,
bitch.
she
Go
like that.
ahead.
She like, damn.
This is
He
what-
broke it down to
No, this is
science.
what I'm
Hey,
saying.
man.
That makes sense. It makes
'Cause
sense
look,
though.
Don't
I've
sleep
had-
on Wayne Croy.
I've
Don't
had
sleep
sex
on
with-
Wayne
Shout out to
Croy.
Wayne Corey. Shout out to Wayne
I've
Corey.
had
Follow
sex
him on
with- I've
IG.
had sex with short women, and I was coming down on them, and it was hitting a spot in them that was like, because you're pushing down on a part and making the penis go down and then straight.
Inside,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So it's like it wasn't hitting them the way it needed to hit them. You know what I'm saying? So when I started leveling up to whereas your ass cheeks and the pussy has to be a little bit over me, to whereas the shaft is rubbing along the clitoris on the way in and then into the vagina and then hitting, well, it depends on
impact.
how long your phallus is. You know what I'm saying? Then hitting
Hitting
that
that
spot.
That spot.
Then you're getting like a trifecta right there. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yes.
where I've learned the craft of fuck it.
Oh yes, I got
You know what I'm saying?
I got another secret for the back shot
tell
conversation.
me.
Another secret. All ladies out there,
Tell me.
if you are doing back shots, I guess to get a better angle, if you want to get further down and make your back arch even more, you push the mattress over to the side and you put your knees on top of the box spring.
Oh yeah.
Put your
I've
knees on
done
top
that.
of the box spring.
Or just
so you can arch your
that's
back
hood
in
shit.
an
Fucking
easier
God.
way.
Mattresses, that's-
No, that's actually some classy shit. If somebody has a really
That-
good bed and their bed is really high up off the ground,
There we go.
sometimes
My shit is
I
high.
niggas shit you don't have niggas don't have the box brain to move.
No,
I'm just
no.
saying some niggas don't have. But if you have a full bed set and
$5,000 bed.
right,
Listen,
so
that's
that's
bed.
right, a real bed
We
where
ain't
it's
talking
really
to you
high.
niggas on the
Okay,
couch.
Up there.
you would sometimes have to move the mattress over, and you could get on the box spring and still get
Listen,
your
on
shit
a-
I
in.
think you
So-
need
Arch
to
your
talk
blood
for the
clot
people
back.
with
That's
the
not
twin
even.
beds.
Now,
Or
With the
use
moving
the
mattress.
pillows. Or
Shit
use
that
the
don't sit
pillow
on
or
the
the
box
floor.
spring, yeah.
Ooh, wait, or use the
single
pillows.
bed.
I happen to like
No,
the
the
pillows.
fucking-
I don't like pillows.
Listen,
That was always
I like the
my problem.
pillows.
the triangle of the
I like the
corner,
art, the arching effect.
the triangle of the corner of the bed with your legs dangling. If your bed is high enough, because I'm 6'2", so when I sit on my bed, my feet dangle. You know what I'm saying? I have to have a high bed. You know what
Right,
I'm
I
saying?
like high beds too.
My feet dangle.
So you
So
gotta
as
run
a
and start
woman,
bed? Like you gotta run and start
yeah,
and jump on
jump
the
on that motherfucker. If you got any kids over, they can't get on the bed because they're gonna bust
right,
their
'cause
fucking
it'd
head
be too
over.
high off the ground.
So now, if your legs is hanging, dangling over that corner, you got 4 corners on the bed. So if it's hanging over the corner, one leg on one side and the other leg on the other side, dangling, and you got the nigga right there at that corner coming in, it's the best.
Corner pieces are popping.
It's the
That's
fucking
another thing. If you are fucking
best.
on the bed, you fuck on the corner
the
edge
best.
of the bed.
Oh my fucking god!
That is one of the best.
Bitches like me fall off beds.
Because especially if your
Shout out
feet
to the
is
bitches
just
who fall
dangling.
off the bed during sex.
I'm clumsy.
Ow.
But if it's
I'm clumsy. I gotta be like this on the floor, like nigga, wait, chill, cause you
That's
lying.
the best time.
Listen,
though.
if it's dangling,
the most
if your legs and feet is dangling, that means all your innards are just hanging down, catching everything from the top of the phallus
That's kinda true.
and everything, and then your clitoris is just sitting right there on top of it. So every time that whole long stroke goes in,
I feel like niggas pound people deeper, like when it.
When you
comes to-
pounding, I think when you pounding, you're overcompensating. When you go in smooth, and then you get right there, and then you able to push that little bit extra
Nah,
in
shout
your
out
head.
to me being a
You
rough
could be a
bitch. I need a
narrator.
nigga who
And then your head, then the head of the
You look
penis
like you
just,
like the
I like
corner.
pounding
It just
at
like
I
you
like
get
the
trapped
corner.
in the corner.
I like the
But
corner. I
the
like a nigga to
pounding-
fuck me up out of nowhere. Like that's my
and
shit,
then you get that
unfortunately.
You
head
want
and that
Timberland
little
boots, nigga.
secret.
I don't want
I
that.
do want a Timberland boots, nigga. I need a nigga with traction.
You
You,
need
gotta
that.
have traction. You gotta be able
I'm
to.
cool with the Timberland boots, but I need a
What's
nigga
the
who got maybe
choking?
some.
When it
I'm
gets-
okay with choking. I love choking.
When it
What
gets to
does
that
that do
point
to
where the
you?
I don't
Choking
know.
is cool.
It doesn't
Choking
lie.
is
When you
cool.
choke, no,
It
I want to
doesn't
know
lie.
from a female.
Except if
what
you
you
try,
don't
feel
know.
except when you
choking
OD.
inside
I feel
of
like when men choke women, or when I let a man choke me, I feel like it unleashes a certain male
Euphoria?
energy.
Yeah.
No, I feel like it's not even for me. I feel like it unleashes something within the guys.
Yeah, exactly.
that they
you get a
normally
piece of
don't-
them. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
At the same
it's
time.
some, like you see like sometimes maybe when you're in the jungle or something like that, like lions they go out to devour meat or some shit
Yeah.
like that. I feel like that's sometimes a guy's moment where he's now taking over and he can be his
Let me tell you
complete
something.
male self without no one demonizing him or looking
Yeah.
at him in a negative
He
way.
was
'Cause I
supposed to do
feel
that
like-
shit from the jump.
Well,
Well,
The fuck?
it's a
I
natural
gotta wait for
thing.
you
A
to
lot
choke
of
me.
people don't look at
Sabrina-
that. Men are
Let
supposed
me
to
tell
be
you
taking
something.
over.
Spit.
Sabrina,
about
right?
to spit.
That's your friend.
Shout out to Sabrina Ryan.
Yeah,
She's
she's
here
on her
tonight.
vacation.
Shout out to
She
Sabrina.
was doing it up in the
When
Poconos,
we was,
bro.
Yes,
when
yes,
we
yes.
was at the Cheddar Cheese photo shoot at Mohawk, you know what I'm saying, tattoo studio, she had the
She told me about the mouthpiece.
the fucking mask.
And she was telling me that that's a she said that controls
my
the breathing.
Fucking God.
That's a mask that actually
she
controls
cannot
the breathing.
breathe through it the way she
But
wanted
it's
to breathe
supposed to
through
be
it.
it's supposed to be like that. It's
Yeah,
supposed
it's
to control
restricted.
it's supposed
Son,
to control the breathing.
That photo shoot.
That shit was
By
hot.
her, I mean, like we had many different women there.
No,
but that
but she
photo
killed
shoot with
that shit.
Sabrina, the lifestyle that she lives,
killed that
she brings it every fucking way from being on the chain, on a leash, and all, but she brings it every fucking way.
Shout out
she
to
lives
bitches
it.
who know how to be on the leash and be quiet.
Exactly.
Shout out to those.
Keep
She
your bitch on
brings
her
it
leash for
everywhere.
the summertime.
Son,
Summer
she cannot
2018. Keep your
literally-
bitch on
Gotta
her
be
leash.
quiet.
She
Yeah,
cannot
shout out to those
literally
bitches.
breathe in that mask
getting
until her
horrible?
partner said no. Until her partner was basically giving her release from it.
That's what's
You know
that's
what I'm saying?
popping.
Wow.
And
That's a real sub right there.
That's submissive.
We talked about that
And
too.
that's what I
The
feel
shit
about
I think
my
about, the shit I think about when it comes down to like submissive
And this
and
is
dominant.
real life. This wasn't.
What if you
acting.
die?
This is real life.
It's not about. Well, see, that's the thing. When
No. That's just my thought process. Like I think about weird
invest
shit, like
in
the
the mask.
aftermath of shit. Like what? Like for instance, I hate to say. All right, so I'm asthmatic. If people don't know that. And when I had asthma, when I first found out, I did ask my doctor, like, can you have asthma attack during sex? Because what if you die?
Yeah.
I mean,
Who the fuck gonna
People
explain to your
have
family
died. People died.
she was sucking dick and had an asthma attack?
people have died during sex.
I don't want to be
People
that
have died
person.
during
Let me tell you
sex.
Listen,
if
she
you're-
died in the field.
So if you got a gag wall or whatever it is,
I've had.
wow, she died in the field.
I've
RP my
had-
real niggas.
Yo, real
in
talk.
the field.
I've
Oh,
had-
I've
Poured
heard
up
that
from my
most
nigga.
men want to go out like that though.
No,
I've heard
listen,
most men. They said
that's
they
the only
want.
way to go out.
They said, hey, if I
If
go
that's the
out,
way that I
get
go,
pussy. That's what it
wouldn't
is.
you
If that's
want
the
to?
way I go,
Yeah.
at the end of the nut, not halfway through the nut.
So you
At
actually
the
have. You would like to
end-
go out after the nut.
At the end of the nut, after I bust a nut and be like,
See you at the crossroads.
that's it. That's the last breath I take. Don't fuck me up in between the nut or nothing like
And
that.
then bitch like me gonna be like, nigga. So what you thought you was
No,
about to go?
bitch like
fuck
me
with a
gonna
bitch
be
in heaven?
scared as fuck because people gonna think I killed you. No, I ain't got that
Yeah.
kind of time.
That's
But
when you
yo,
can say shit
or they
like,
gonna
this
praise
pussy
you.
a killer, nigga.
that bomb ass
Pussy.
pussy.
I kill niggas with this pussy.
Yeah.
Fuck you talking about,
Can I
nigga.
say something?
Literally.
Can I say something? A younger person, like a younger dude, asked me, he's a virgin. He's a younger dude, one of my squad, you know what I'm saying? But he ain't trying to rush his life. He asked me, yo.
Is he in his 20s?
No, he's about 18, no, 17, 18.
Okay, he still has time to go.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, if he's in
And
his
I
20s, he's
respect
a
him for
virgin.
that.
I'm sorry. He got to
I
get out the
respect him
squad.
for that because he's not out
That's on
there.
one of my
He gotta
articles.
go.
He's not out there trying to beat everything that's out there. But he asked me,
He
he
needs
was
to
like,
beat one thing at least.
he was like, yo, Law, what does sex feel like? I was like, yo, son, you ain't never beat off or nothing? He was like, no. He said, I wake up in the morning with a hard cock. I know it's heat and shit like that. And I know it's probably something that feels better after I tend to it. But he said, I'm waiting for a female. Can you explain to me what it feels? Yo, you know, the only comparison that I can give to him was, yo, you ever had a mosquito bite? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, yo, you scratch that mosquito bite and it feels so good, And right before you get to the point where as you're making your skin raw and it starts to hurt from scratching it, that's sex right before you bust a nut. Now, scratching it is going to hurt you because you're going to pull the top of your skin off and you're
Right,
going to be like,
because
oh,
when
it
I
hurts.
masturbate, I always get a cramp right before
Exactly.
I come. So that's,
But
that's an interesting.
That mosquito bite, that feeling that the only
but
pleasure.
you don't stop because you want to.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
That only pleasure that I can ever, you know what I'm saying, put busting a nut to is having a mosquito bite and you scratching it or rubbing it before it gets to that point where it hurts. You know what I'm saying? And I tell you, when you get to that point that it hurts, when you think you're scratching the mosquito bite, when you're having sex, but that's where the euphoria comes. That's when,
he
oh
went
my
and got
God.
shea butter.
Pleasure and pain. Pleasure and pain.
So does the mosquito-
When he finally came back and had sex and he busted nut, that nigga told me, he was like, yo, son, I couldn't imagine you explaining that shit more coherent and more precise than what you did, son. It was, because anybody scratch a mosquito bump, that should be like, oh my God, until you get to that point, until it start hurting. When you're scratching it, it feels good.
I've never
Or
heard
digging
anybody
in your
describe
ear.
it as
You ever dig in your
mosquito
ear?
bite.
That must be
and
one of
you be
those
like,
European
oh,
shits.
my God. But that's how I had to relate it to him when he finally had his first experience. He was like, yo, son, you was right on point with that shit. Because I searched for years on how to explain the way it feels to bust a nut to a person that never bust a nut or just having sex at the climax, what it feels like. Because
Orgasm.
pleasure and pain, orgasm, pleasure and pain at the climax is the same. You cannot distinguish the both of them until that split second after.
I would
think-
say getting shot might be completely different. Niggas in Chirac might
ever been
have
shot?
some different opinions. I've
been
never
shot?
been shot.
I don't
So
think
you
niggas
can't-
be
But I
turned off
know
from
people who
bullets.
have been shot. But I'm just saying, I don't think niggas
Hey.
in Chirac is
Hey.
comparing to
Hey.
busting nuts.
I lost the arm. And while I was laying on that goddamn floor in
Were you
pain-
thinking about pussy?
No, I wasn't thinking about pussy, but at the same time, I wasn't thinking about pain.
Okay.
So if there's no pain, there's no pleasure, it has to be somewhere in between
Yes.
that's keeping you satisfied
Yes.
with the way you're at right there and where you're at, right there and then at that state.
You said you cramp though?
I do. When I masturbate at home on my bed watching many porn
No.
videos. I pay for my porn,
My
okay?
wife-
when I masturbate.
My wife-
Subscribe.
Yeah,
Subscribe.
pay for your porn.
Pay for your
Vanessa
porn.
Smilez
Pay for your porn.
XXXX.com.
That's how you pay for your porn. You have to-
RatchetBJs.com.
You have
Yes,
to
and
be-
ratchetbjs.com.
And
Gods and Queens
let me
coming
tell-
soon.
I'm gonna tell you right now because I know you personally.
Yes.
I've never been to your site
I know, because you know me personally.
because I
You
know
are
you
such a
personally.
respectful
Man,
pervert.
fuck
Because-
that.
no.
I've been to her
No,
site like 3
yeah,
times.
I-
Since I met her.
But
Shout out to you.
You?
Thank you.
I did
And
my
But
research.
did you pay?
and shout out Kenya
I don't know.
I
don't
got
know.
samples. All
You
you
can
gonna see is
YouTube.
samples for free. But
that's
after
what that is?
Yes,
And
a
shout out to
sample.
Kenya.
I think it was a link I clicked.
See, the
I
weird
think-
thing with me is
Sample.
I don't think I cramp. I kind of more so just tighten.
No,
No, I know
if it
I
hurt,
cramp.
it
My
cramp.
leg actually
Shit.
cramps.
My
My
wife-
leg cramps.
My wife, every
Before I
time,
come.
halfway through, you know what I'm saying? She catch a leg cramp and that shit. I'll be like, what
It's out of nowhere. But
Wait,
sometimes
Yeah.
I feel like it's because
Yeah.
you're going in so hard, you
Yeah.
don't realize what position your legs are in.
But goddamn.
But that's like
Right.
the worst thing because
when
now
you
your
having
mood
sex,
is
now
shot.
you gotta
Yeah,
reset.
that shit's the
No,
worst.
it's not shot.
See, I don't reset because I'm not
gotta-
about to get this cramp and not come. Oh no, we
no.
we'll
I
get this nut
reset.
out.
Why?
Yes, yes, we
Because
are.
I be in
I
pain.
know that I can take you. I know because I can take you from the beginning to the end again. You know what I'm saying? Because once I reset in my head, all of that feeling is gone. That, you know what I'm saying, the climax I was about to reach is gone. So we go again. You know what I'm saying? So
I
that's
gotta
the way
get
it is. And as being married, you have to do that because if something fucks up in her mode, you got to readjust your shit.
Don't let that phone ring.
Because
Oh, man.
you talking to Miss Wincroy. That motherfucker.
But see, that's the thing. If you a real nigga and you got somebody real by your side, it don't matter if the phone
Nah,
ring.
that shit
If
just
that's
keep
really
going.
your
I
lady
just
or that's
don't
really
like-
your man, you
I
could be
just
able to
don't
pick up
like-
the phone and be like, "Hey,
I just don't like
Answer
hearing-
it.
You better not answer this
I just
fucking
don't
phone while
answer
I'm
it.
getting some
I just
dick.
don't like
Answer
hearing
it.
two
No,
chains.
you're not.
So
I got-
whoever
I
I get into a serious relationship,
I
you
got-
gonna
I-
be able to answer my phone.
got two
and
chains.
vice
I have
versa.
text during sex though. I have text.
No, I've done
What?
that. I've done that.
I don't do that.
I texted while I was eating pussy.
Wasn't my nigga, so I didn't give a
You
fuck.
texted while you
I
was
did
eating
text.
I
pussy?
texted while I was
How
eating
the
pussy.
fuck do you
You're
text
disrespectful.
while you're eating pussy?
While I'm eating pussy. I
That's
texted.
crazy.
disrespectful.
Through the
It's not
side
Your
eye?
face, that's what I'm
So you
saying.
like
Like how
this through
you.
the side eye?
She should have came in your eye
probably-
so you can't text shit.
I probably text one of y'all
That's
while I was
crazy.
doing it. Because business
That's
is
a man that knows
must
what
go
he's
on.
doing.
Business must go on.
Business must
So
go
if I-
on.
He
Absolutely.
knows what he's
My
doing.
phone is right there. So if I'm eating pussy and I see a certain name come up, my tongue, I'm texting. My fingers is working. My tongue don't have to stop. Although, if
Or as
you're-
long as your lips are there, she
if-
could just move
if
her
you're
shit.
fucking
You
with
put the
me-
phone to your
Oh,
line
not
of vision.
even that.
She could just go like this.
You
Or
got it
she's
on their
sitting.
iPad.
Yo, when
Or
I-
you have her text.
Yo, when I pause,
You have her text.
yo, when I
yeah.
pause, when I'm eating pussy, I wrap the top of my lip around my teeth and just let her go in with a clitoris.
Yeah, like if you just
Nigga's
rub
about
your.
to be a narrator
I'm not
for
really
porn.
big on the clit touching the whole
Erotica?
but the inside of my vagina.
Yo,
touching
this
mine.
guy.
No.
See,
Let's
now
send
I'm
him back
How about
special.
I can't.
go
Now
back
I'm
to
here.
Here.
the inside of your vagina? When it comes to eating pussy, how important is the inside of your vagina?
I don't need niggas stick. See, I've had niggas do that too. Like they'll stick their tongue inside of the hole.
It does
Like,
nothing.
I don't like that. No, that's
I
not
mean,
my
like
thing.
to me, it does nothing.
hate
because
How do you
I
like
hate you,
That's
cat
like-
bowl
that's
licking
like-
son of a bitches.
that's
I
like-
I
hate
don't
you,
need
cat
niggas
bowl
with
ass
teeth,
niggas.
and
like
I don't
smoking
need you
weed and
sucking on my
eating
clit.
pussy.
No,
what is
I like
do
somebody
not
focus-
suck on my clit.
I
at
like
all.
somebody.
No,
You
sucking
can
like
lick and
you-
suck, but don't suck
Listen,
like you're
listen.
sucking your lollipop. That's
Yeah,
just
exactly.
the worst.
Niggas
That's-
thinking they're
that's
sucking on.
terrible.
No, I don't need
You
sucking
can't
at all.
suck.
Honestly.
What do you
I
do?
need you licking.
You gotta be
Just-
nice.
No
Just-
sucking
Is
at
it-
all.
Is it licking as in full tongue lick each
Like
stroke,
hard
or just the
pressed
tip
tongue?
going back and forth or up
It
and
can
down?
be back and forth, up and down. That's fine. As long
So-
as you're not sucking
So,
anything,
but look,
that's fine with me.
but when you say sucking, that
Yeah.
that pertains to the whole clit, and licking pertains to just the tip of the clitoris.
Right, because usually when it comes to sucking, guys end up putting the whole.
No,
clitoris in their
see,
mouth.
then you're
or they end
just
up
being
putting the
too
lips in their
aggressive.
mouth. Like I don't know.
Nah, that's just too aggressive.
not with
you know
that.
what I'm saying?
But
Stupid.
how are
With
they
that.
doing it? Are
'Cause
they,
let me
are
tell
they
you-
sucking
I haven't
like
had my
they
pussy
sucking
ate in a
bone?
while. The person
Yo.
who I have
I had
been,
somebody
I
eat my
guess,
pussy and
quote-unquote,
nigga did
dealing
nothing
with
for me to
Yo,
the
let
point
me
where I
tell you
had
something,
my
let me
own
tell you something,
vibrator
let
trying to
me
do
tell you
shit for
something.
me. While he
Grab
was
it.
doing
Pussies are dessert.
You grab it. You grab it with the.
was
You grab it.
terrible.
Let me tell you. You grab it after you do a little bit. You grab it with the tip of your teeth. No pressure, nothing, and you just You inhale, and all that cool air that comes over that.
So you hookah the
motherfucker
pussy, basically, is what you're doing.
No.
Better than
Some
that.
point in time in recess.
Strawberry.
No,
He
you
said
just
you in.
you
so
just
hookah
like
the pussy,
you just
obviously.
no. That's I'm not
Kiss the
saying
pussy.
that's in between. That's in between a lot of licking.
Well,
and
shout out
all
to
that.
the Americans who
That's
get a
the way
chance
I
to have
take
oral
break.
sex because we talked about this slightly
That's
last
the way I
week.
take
Oh yeah,
break.
there's other
DJ
countries that's
Khaled.
banned
In Uganda,
Oh,
shout
yeah,
out to
they're trying to
homeboy
ban
from
it.
Uganda. He said mouths
Listen.
are for eating.
Listen,
I'm glad you're talking about
And
oral
oral
sex.
sex is banned in
Listen,
Uganda.
listen.
No, hold
Yeah,
on.
actually,
Really?
it is.
You
Yes.
guys
I'm
heard
going
about
to jail.
DJ Khaled?
You gonna eat
Oh
that
yeah,
pussy.
shout out to
Okay.
DJ Khaled.
He don't- he
And
said
no,
he don't
actually
eat
shout out
pussy.
to Amanda Seals for putting shit on
His wife
blast.
give him head.
Man,
But he
But he don't eat pussy.
Man,
And you know what? I've been
yeah.
in situations like that too,
Yeah.
where
It's
I have
50-50
dealt with
love.
guys
We can't be married.
and I gave guys head
Nah.
and I didn't get my pussy eaten. And say for me,
No.
sometimes
No.
sometimes
No.
sometimes things are different because I can get almost any regular dude to eat my pussy, or sometimes
Yeah.
you can get almost anybody that you want to do something.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it's not about just anybody. Sometimes it's about the connection that you have with somebody.
That's true.
So not everybody that you're dealing with is going to do every single thing that you want. And I'm in a place in my life where I'm okay with that. But I don't need somebody to do things all the time, but I need you to at least do it once. And if I notice that you are quote unquote not fair, I am gonna recognize that, and I may distance myself from you. So it's not necessarily I need a nigga to eat my pussy all the time or anything like that, but yeah, you need to at least do it once. And
It
if you
depends.
can't at
Let's
least
say
do it
everything
once
is
a
right.
or
nigga can't
twice,
tell
whatever
me
the case
no.
may be, then
It
yeah,
depends.
But let me
it's
ask
a
you,
done
sir.
deal.
Let's say everything is right. He takes you out to eat.
Yeah,
he
you can take me
fucks
out to
you
eat. We have a
good,
great
but he
conversation.
just
You wanna
don't
eat,
eat
nigga?
your
You
pussy.
better
But
eat, nigga.
if I'm sucking your
you
dick
talking about?
more than once and there's no
Yeah, 'cause-
pussy eating on the other end, yeah, it's gonna
Yeah,
cease.
because
nothing
I mean,
else
like,
is gonna
as a
continue.
male,
Relationship gonna start
even
failing.
if
It's not
When it
gonna be a
comes to
relationship.
me-
It's gonna be like a.
I've been getting head before I even started fucking. So for somebody to tell me no when it comes down to that,
Damn,
that's
you
not
was
gonna work.
Honestly,
Royal.
that's
You was
every
royal.
Brooklyn
You was
girl
royal.
statement.
Got the
I
cheat
wanna.
I want to shout
That
him out.
is
but-
every Brooklyn's girl statement. I've been getting I've been getting head before I had
No,
sex.
I'm gonna break it down to you because I can
Every
honestly
Brooklyn
remember
girl.
everything about
Every
it.
Brooklyn
How?
girl.
Shout out
How?
to the queen nigga who did it for me.
Alright.
He's a fashion
I just
designer.
talked
Everything
about
like
it
that.
with
Now I won't
Jaguar.
put him on blast, but shout outs to you. We're still cool to this day.
He on your live, ain't he?
nah.
You said Queens? Or
But I bet you did have to talk a nigga down so he don't get
So
Damn.
to
no,
fuck.
This
to
nigga on his live like
Because that's
this.
usually
Time
what
out,
happens.
time out. No, if I'm
Niggas
being
will
real-
try to eat and
if
then
I'm
they
being
try
real
to fuck,
about
then
it,
you
no,
gotta
no, no,
convince
no.
a nigga like, no,
If
I
I'm
ain't
be
have
real
sex
about
yet.
it,
I'm
he
good.
gave me head when I
Whatever
was
the case may be.
13, 14 years old. He didn't fuck me until I was like 20.
How old is he?
He was a
3.
child molester.
Damn.
Damn. You didn't even get the
First off,
Damn.
first off, he was 16,
Right,
so
shout
he
out
wasn't a
to
child molester.
Brooklyn.
He ain't 18.
He was 16 and I was
New York
13 or
boy,
14.
18,
So
30, I'm still
I was 14. I had my
Look at
pussy
that.
ate by
Of
somebody who was
course.
28. So
Thank
I
you.
mean, I knew he was
That's
grown.
it,
Yes,
yeah,
people could call him a child molester, whatever the case may be. I was 14.
I always had older
and he
niggas
was in
approach
his
me.
20s and he was eating my pussy.
I always
Yes,
had
he
older
was.
niggas approach me. I've never, like, niggas in my age bracket never did nothing
know
for
what's
me.
crazy?
I've always had older niggas approach me.
I've had over 10 virgins in my life. Like over 10 virgins. Maybe, I ain't saying over like 20 and that, but like maybe 13 or something like that. Virgin pussy was the worst experience I've always had.
That's what I've heard
I
from
don't know what's
guys.
talking
They don't
about.
want to ever be somebody's first.
It was always, and then I've never learned.
Guys always say
like
that.
back in the day, they wanted to be your
I've
first. Now
never
niggas like, nah,
learned.
bitch,
And you know what's so
nah.
crazy?
Yeah,
That's
lie.
weird about
Yeah.
American men
Yeah,
because,
lie.
you know, overseas in a lot of
That's
countries,
like-
that's pride.
Oh,
Here's
yeah.
the resistance. to them.
Millions. I wish I would have sold
Yeah,
my
that's
shit.
his-
I wish I would
Yo.
have sold my
Yeah, they
shit.
like
Yeah,
that.
I
Like
wish
I
I
was
lived somewhere
always
else.
in
I
a
feel
life
like.
where
Damn.
females, they would
Damn.
play the game, and then when it came time to, they would tell
would
me,
sell a
yo,
shit.
I'm a virgin. And I look at him, I'm like, yo, I'm about to wreck this pussy, and you tell me I'm a virgin? You a virgin?
Cause hit you with the
That means
be
I gotta
gentle
take,
with
I'm
me.
drunk.
Bitch, there's
I
nothing
gotta
gentle
take
about this
time with
experience.
you.
She
I
was
got
gonna have to
to,
say
now,
that.
now I have to show
Comfortable,
you
relax.
everything. You have to understand. I have to show you
Sex
everything.
teacher.
Because when it comes to a virgin, I have to show you everything that a man in the future is supposed to show you. And if they not doing that right, then you don't need to be with them. So I was like, I be drunk and shit. You mean tell me you're a virgin? That means I got to go through.
Turn that ass around.
Like, not even that. I
Oh, man.
can't. Yo,
Might as well just give her the reality now.
Wait, no, wait.
Yeah.
Imagine if he says that shit to you though. Turn that ass.
No, see,
Especially
wasn't
if
You're
you
probably
drunk.
like, okay, like she won't know.
It used to
like,
hit a chord.
It's her first time.
After the first time that I had a virgin, it used to hit a chord to be like, what the fuck you mean a virgin? We in the club, we popping, you drinking, you come home, you talking about you a virgin. But I really wanted to be some. And then I had to be like, yo, all right, I got to make this something that you never fucking forget. And any man that does it after me, they cannot compare to me. Yo, that means it was me.
You see that right there? That's Satan. That's what that
It depends
shit
on
is.
who fucking texts me, actually.
Well, shout out to the provost.
You got the SVU fucking ringtone and shit. Choo-choo. And here goes another case.
Shout out to smoking weed and having sex.
Yes, indeed. I'm an ex-smoker as of like 3 weeks ago.
I never did that.
I'm an ex-smoker.
Weed always made me
that's
like
the
nauseous.
best.
I never
As
liked
of like
it.
3
But I
weeks
be
ago.
drunk as fuck though.
I'm a
Yeah,
new
I be
ex-smoker.
drunk.
Shout out to
man.
that too, lickers.
Be drunk. My first
True.
experience was like,
man.
I didn't feel shit from my first experience, honestly. I didn't.
It took me 3 days.
Like
to
it
lose my
happened
virginity.
and I didn't feel nothing. And then of course, me being young, like I was in private school. So,
That shit hurt.
I didn't
That's what
feel
it
no.
took me 3
That's what I'm
days.
trying to explain. I didn't feel nothing, so I was kind of like, "This is what sex is. Why is everybody making such a big deal?" But the second time,
Yeah,
I
'cause
fucked
it
this
was a
Dominican nigga. I was on the
different-
wall like,
Yeah, 'cause it
"Get
was
this
a
off of
different
me.
penis
Get this
size.
out of me. I don't want it.
Yo,
Take it back."
shout out to the
Gave
first
you the
nigga that
banana
fucked it up
boat.
with Solo.
Gave you the
fucked it up
fucking
with
banana
Solo.
boat, man.
He's walking around lying to the women. Like you got that crazy.
But after that, I will say I really didn't want to have sex. But it was weird. It was like for the first couple of months after me having the second sexual experience, I didn't want sex at all. Then all of a sudden it was like hormone changes. Like
But-
I need it. Like a crack.
Shout out
type
to the
shit.
nigga who took my virginity. It's funny because I was very young. I was a teenager. I was actually 15.
Took you 3 days.
Same
It
as
took me 3
me when I
days.
lost mine.
It took me 3 days. It's so crazy because he used to play around and say he's gonna be he was saying he was gonna be a porn star one day. He used to make those type of jokes and shit like
Is
that.
he a porn star
And he's
now?
a porn star now.
God rest his soul. He was killed about like in
sorry.
East New York years
But
ago.
you are.
Damn.
Yeah, and he, as we got older, he found out about me, and we talked about it and stuff like that. But yeah, he was killed.
What
in
was
East
his
New York.
name?
Dewan Turner. It was all over the news and stuff like that. But yes,
Because you know
yes.
East New York is my hood. Shout
Yeah, I'm
out
about to say,
East
shout out to the East.
You guys can Google the news story. It was
On a
very
nice
sad.
day.
It was a very sad situation, but he was a great soul, and it's crazy because he used to joke when we were both teenagers. We was the same age. He would joke and say that he was going to be a porn star one day, and I had no idea what I would ever do in my life at that time, and I ended up being a porn star, which is the craziest thing. But sometimes
Shout out
things
to
happen in
Kid,
life.
Vanessa
Shout out to
Smilez.
Dewan. Shout out
Damn,
to
that's
Dewan.
crazy.
Shout out to
Shout out to
Dewan.
Dewan.
Yes, he broke the hymen. He broke the hymen.
Peace, Kings.
Yeah.
Peace.
When can I actually? I want to ask you.
And Mike Dirty has my very, very first scene that I filmed. So, nigga, put that out one day.
Am I listen?
But bring them coins.
By being a friend,
Bring them coins.
by being a friend and knowing you, if I came in here and told you tomorrow that yo, I went to your sites and I watched you, would you feel any kind of different way about me?
No.
No.
I
Because
expect
that's why
every guy to actually see my
No,
shit,
no,
just out
listen.
of curiosity.
By you telling me that this is what you do, even Kenya. By y'all telling me this is what y'all do, and I went to Vegas with Kenya Smile. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
shout out to
Kenya
Kenya
and all
Sweets,
that.
Kenya
to
Sweets.
Kenya.
You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes, yes.
I went to
great girl.
Vegas with all of them,
Sweet as
and I've never really actually indulged in, you know what I'm saying, y'all.
Well, because I'm kind of like that too myself. I can't. Yeah, I see the time. I can't watch people who I know.
Yeah.
So even me working in the porn industry, like if I'm online looking for videos, whatever the case may be, if I know the person in the industry, I can't watch the video. And
But
sometimes it
I've
sucks
seen
because
people
I know
I
a lot
know
of people
on
now.
camera.
Yo.
So
I
was just
can't.
like,
It has to
oh,
be strangers
shit.
to me for me to watch them and actually get.
Yo, shout out to my
Yeah.
man Greg, you know what I'm saying, out in LA. You know who I am. I know you watching. For the simple fact, when I told him, yo, I know somebody that's in porno named, you know what I'm saying, Vanessa Smilez. That motherfucker said, yo, you know Vanessa?
I'm
I
still
said, what
very
you mean?
surprised.
I
Very
said,
surprised.
you know her? And he was like, yeah, I know who she is. Blah, 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 blah. I'm paid site and all that. And I'm like, for real? And he was like, yeah. I said, I know her.
I'm
He
still
was
very
like, yo, I got to meet her. I was like, no.
I'm scared to watch it.
I told him no.
'Cause she's
I
so
said
sweet
no
when I see her.
because when I see
Like
you,
you're dirty,
No.
dirty
I said,
girl.
but
I don't want to think like
I feel
that.
the
I
day.
live a completely
like,
different
I
lifestyle.
feel
now.
the day that
Most people do.
that's gonna be a a milestone for me when I do watch you. Or
Well, if you
whatever,
guys go to
then I know.
ratchetbjs.com, there is only one
Ratchet
video
BJs.
of me in it. All of the other videos are just of other ladies.
But I'm just saying,
Ratchet BJs.
when I do go watch
You typing it in right now. Look at this
finally,
nigga right here. Type
I
it
have
in
to-
right
Yes,
now.
I am.
Shout out to iPhone.
RATCHETBJS.
I have to.
Focus as a motherfucker.
I'm gonna have
too.
to keep my composure around you.
I
You know
gotta
what
do
I'm
the
saying?
research.
Well, Gonzo Queens is coming soon. That's going to be a new site that I'm creating. Gonzo Queens.
All right.
Gonzo Queens. I'm not going to be on that site at all, but I'm going to be filming a lot of young ladies and guys, and it's going to be some interesting videos.
Yeah,
I'm
shout
just
out
a
to
child
boy
of God.
Jason
My
Law,
videos are in my
producer
phone.
Roy. I think I'm gonna turn into a photographer.
You getting into producing?
or camera.
I mean, I've
person.
been producing.
No, she been doing
for a
it.
long
Really?
time. That's
Really?
Ratchet BJs.
Yeah,
That was
she
actually the
is
first site I created that I
self-contained.
wasn't on. So
She's self-contained.
yeah. So
Wait, I have a question. Have you ever had like a personal tape with somebody?
I don't do.
And do
personal
you
tapes.
start
I have
doing
to
like,
sell 'em.
or do you start doing like the production behind the scenes of the personal tape?
Straight out the
like,
gate.
cause there's
Niggas
been
don't be
times I
having
watch
their
amateur
phones.
No, I don't do
videos.
that.
I was
She likes
and
to
you know,
party.
and
The
niggas will
last-
stop everything to go
The
get an
person
angle.
I was dealing with, they recently, I would, because since I haven't been filming, I don't film. Like if I was dealing with somebody in my personal life, that's what it is. It's a personal experience. And the person that I was dealing with recently, they pulled out a cell phone. They asked me like, "Can I film?" And I'm like, "No, like."
Are you
Nah,
paying me,
hell
nigga?
No,
The
this
fuck?
is not.
Business is
Because see,
business.
for me, it's filming. Yeah, this
It's
becomes
business, yeah.
for me to sell. Like that's
Yeah.
what this is. You know.
That's it. And
So
are
for-
you ready to be out there in
Yeah.
the world like that?
exactly.
Do you
And most
think
guys
you-
are not. So
Yeah,
for
do
me,
you think
I'm
you know
not
what
gonna
you're
do a
doing?
personal video. And some
Yeah.
people some guys they want a personal video to savor the moment or
Let me
whatever
tell you
case it be.
something, man.
Call me.
Shout out
That's
to my
it.
ex.
And
My
we
ex
can do
fucked
that.
up and
You
hit
can
me
see
up the other day.
That'll be the moment.
And you know who I'm talking about too. Shout out to this dummy. He hit me up. You know exactly who I'm talking about. Oh, can we tape it? Nigga, what? No. First
No.
off,
Hold on, you
I was on that wave at one point in time with you.
Get Vanessa the
You gotta be
producer.
But you fucked
Yeah,
it up.
nah,
so
fuck
now
that.
you
Yeah,
got to
I
lead off them
can't- yeah.
privileges.
Fuck
and
that,
you
nigga.
got
You
to
ain't got
that.
9 inches, nigga. We ain't taping nothing. 9 inches is better, nigga.
Exactly.
I don't
Why
care
the fuck
what
niggas
your
be on the
inches
tape
are.
shit?
You're not taping me unless
And-
I'm selling this. Unless I'm gonna hire a
Only way
photographer.
you're taping me
and
is
we're
if you're
gonna do
taping
a
from the
full
bottom
scene.
down.
We're gonna get a
Right.
hotel.
Yeah.
You're gonna stand up with
This
your
is
dick
gonna be a
out.
production.
This is gonna
You
be a whole
won't-
scene.
you won't be
But
taping
we're
my
not
face.
gonna be on the low, and you're gonna
Nah.
be holding the. No, that's not.
You're
how
not
it
going to
works.
be
That's
taping
not
my
gonna make
face.
money.
You're not
That's
going
not
to be
gonna
taping
make
my
money.
back tattoos. No. Everything down. below.
Hey,
No.
That's what you're going to tape. Your mouth
If
down there is
I'm
what you're
recording,
going
it's
to
gonna be
tape.
sold.
For women.
Your dick down there is
For
what you're
women.
going to tape.
For women.
Yeah.
Well, for men. Porn star,
Ratchet.
ratchet, or regular female porn star.
There's a lot of regular females who make videos.
but
I
at the
watch
same
personal
time,
videos.
I want to know
Every regular female wants to have a
What's-
porn star experience on some kind of certain level.
what's the average size penis that keeps regular porn star happy?
Happy.
Shit. I mean, can we really answer?
No,
I always
no,
say
real,
the size
real
of a
talk.
remote,
The size of
and not the DVD player
What
remote.
kind of remote? Because there's
has to
Amazon
be-
You got the
remotes.
Roku remote,
talking
which is
about
like.
no fucking Roku.
Not
man.
no Roku remote.
We talking about
Don't
Reverse
nobody
G.
want no Roku
You gotta be
remote, nigga.
specific with that.
Roku.
Not no Roku or Amazon
This
remote.
the Zenith remote.
No fire stick.
It
No
depends.
fire
Not the Zenith remote
Not the
either.
fire stick.
So
No
you
fire
talking
stick.
about the length must be FiOS
Okay, y'all.
No fire
right.
stick.
vision.
Yes, if you have a Verizon remote, that works. If
Okay.
you have a
This phone is
yeah.
not good.
Nah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
see
phones can work. You know,
For
phones
me,
can work.
it's never really been.
If you get
about
really
length.
hard, it works.
I thought this was be okay.
But there's
just
only
soft.
there's limited amount of positions with those sizes. That's all I have to say.
no.
All right, what is that over
trust
there?
me, no.
Phone right
I
there?
know.
It's a phone.
No,
all right,
see,
all right.
that-
So
I-
look,
is
you
that-
got
It's
an
not really
object.
about size.
That's
Honestly, it's
universal.
about you. Some guys have to know
Girth?
where you are. in
It's
life.
alright.
It's really about you have to know where you are. If you are a person who could say is not of length and you have more so width, then you would just have to choose different positions.
Yeah.
I would
Exactly.
say
Okay.
if you have a shorter penis versus and it being more thick versus a longer penis, hey, she probably has to ride.
What about long
versus-
and width?
If you long and width, then you could do many more
You
thing.
could do anything.
Some Chinese niggas
You
ain't
You got
hollering
the
at
cheat code.
Oh,
You,
was talking
you
about
can
China.
text my phone,
No, because I know you.
nigga.
I know you.
Oh, come on, you ruined it again.
You guys are completely crazy.
You don't know why? Because
we-
let me tell you something, man. On
Yes,
my come
last
up,
note.
On last note, on my come up, Mr. Winkroy always have to turn the lights out. and under the sheets.
I like lights off.
It was
Passionate.
always,
Me too.
what the fuck
do
is
too.
this you trying to put in me?
I like
That's
spotlight.
why, you know, for a long time, I always try to figure out what is the right width, length, body. You know, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I
some
just didn't
females
know.
and some females act like they're in shock because that's a personality type of thing. Some females always think
But
that
I've
it's
always
okay.
been gentle because of the response.
And
You know what I'm
females
saying?
do that sometimes to compliment the dudes. They want to make the guy feel comfortable, or they want the guy to make him feel like he is the biggest
man.
guy
Okay,
that they've
I just like
experienced.
lights off.
That's why
Sometimes
they
they've
say that
taken
shit.
bigger dick.
It
you
ain't
know?
got shit to do with
But
him. I just like lights off.
They just make that whoever
You're not
that
gonna
guy
put
is
all
in
that
that
in me.
moment special. Exactly. But they probably have big. Who knows?
No, I have
They do
told
that
nigga to chill
sometimes.
before.
Yeah.
Because
I have told nigga to chill before, but then it's like my mindset start kicking in like, nah, bitch, you better not
I had
pussy
to-
out.
yo,
You better not tap the
literally
fuck out.
90%.
Then I'd be like, nah,
So you don't be pushing them.
So you had to push
we gonna
them
make
off.
this work.
You had to push the pelvis.
We gonna make this
release
work.
the pressure a little bit
I ain't gonna lie.
Y'all are
until
crazy.
he
Yes.
put you in that
Yes.
master lock.
Yes,
Yo,
yes, I have. Yes,
Can
I have.
y'all let the people know where they can find y'all before
All right.
we go?
You got Mr. Win Croy at Win Croy ENT. You got Jason Law at JasonLaw, you know what I'm saying, .com, email, and Instagram and all that shit. JSYNLAW, you know what I'm saying, Mr. WENKROY.
Yes, indeed.
Your boy Third Lane Prez at Third Lane Prez on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, anything pretty much.
Shout out, what's up? It's your boy Murad. Make sure you follow me, RMURAD _. I am hip hop. Yeah, that's me with the red leather jacket on
Alright.
the fucking Rolls Royce. Follow me.
Oh, okay.
All right, all right.
Shit. All right. Well,
Solo and her 80 million followers.
yeah. It's not 80 million. It's like 18.6.
Aight.
But it's your girl Solo Charm S0L0 _charm. You already know, like I'm here every Sunday.
Doing a damn
do I got
thing.
anything else going on? May 20th, we definitely got the entry level for the tournament that's going on with Flow Empire Network. That's about it. I've been honestly calm lately. Next month we start shooting for the Let's Go season 3, so we're gonna
Alright.
see if I make it or not. Shout
Let's
out to class, C class, everybody from Brownsville.
Shout out to y'all too for having us. You know?
Yo, shout out to y'all for being our
Yeah.
day ones, including Jason Law. Y'all, we started here 2016. Shout out to DJ UncleTone for hanging on with us as
Oh yeah,
well.
shout outs to Wink Loke.
Yes.
Shout out to the cuz Wink Loke for my hoodie. Appreciate it.
fuck
Yes,
Love it.
nice hoodie. Nice hoodie.
Thank
Nice
you.
hoodie for sure.
It's too much material for Solo, though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to get some
Cause
rips.
y'all don't listen.
Y'all gotta
Let me
get
tell you
some
something
shit
about
up in
DTF Radio. If y'all ain't
Priscilla
never
says
been
a
here.
woman looks like a lady with a lot of clothes on. So
Man,
that's a big
Says
deal.
fuck that.
Priscilla.
I like seeing
Time out, wait.
Solo.
I gotta say
Shout out
two
to
Solo.
things.
Brenda.
First off, y'all never been to DTF Radio. It was cold as fuck. That's why I have a hoodie on today.
I.
They don't like
No,
putting
she
the heat
just
on.
wanna-
It's like project
she don't wanna
shit.
show- she don't
You
wanna
ain't
show
pay
off
your
her-
rent.
her
You
hard
got to
titty
get the fuck out.
nipples.
She don't wanna
Shout
show
out
her
to the
titty
tape
nipples
that
off.
we did. We have our own personal little clip that Vanessa posted that's been getting me
That
a
was
lot
nice.
of
We just
followers.
were having fun with some
From
ices
Vanessa's
on a hot
page.
summer day.
Whoa,
That's
really?
all.
Oh, am I tagged in
On
that?
We had
each other?
Well, with the ices.
I want to say for everybody that's like, oh, Solo, you're just getting up there. First off, I don't want to say, oh, crazy, like I've been tucking. No, it's not the case. But I've never had no complaints.
If
Let's keep it
anybody has
100%.
eaten an icy,
never
it's
had a
not
complaint.
hard.
They had shorter ices than me. They had cyclone ices and shit's like this fucking big.
Those are good.
And I had a
Good ices.
mamitas icy, which is like this fucking big.
Which is not a suckable icy.
So it's really not. So I look crazy trying to do one of my moves on camera. But shout out to Priscilla, because this bitch had no hands.
Yes, no hands. She just wanted to eat her icy. That's all.
Nigga said, oh, you been sleeping on a handicap,
She wanted to eat
huh?
her icy.
Oh, you been sleeping on a handicap.
Shout out to niggas always perverting some shit. And we were just trying to eat some ices on a hot summer day.
Yes.
That was all. But thank you guys for coming in. Yes, yes, indeed. Yes,
you
indeed.
for
This is
having
a
us.
great, great show. This is the Smiles69Network show. And we are signing out, guys. Later.
Hey,